Trading card games, also known as collectible card games, are an evolution on the traditional card game formula by adding deck building elements and strategies into the mix. And the basic concept of how a TCG is formed and structured can really make for a fun experience. Most trading card games have a simple formula they follow: release starter decks for new players and have them build their collections and upgrade their decks by releasing newer cards. By having players create their own customized decks with their own synergies, it leads to this unique atmosphere where players can build decks that they want to play and test out their decks in heated matches. And I can say without a doubt that this is why I like trading card games so much. One thing about some trading card games is that alongside the product of cards being released, some producers opt in to create animes for these trading card games, with some popular ones out there being Yu-Gi-Oh! And Duel Masters. And there are a lot of card game animes out there, and I can tell you one thing: I'm definitely a sucker for a lot of these shows. Sure, most card game animes can be very one-sided and predictable, with most plot points from these shows gravitating towards a world-ending threat, where the only way to stop this threat is by winning a card game. But in the general scheme of things, I always tend to gravitate towards liking these shows no matter what, as seeing the journey of a match play out over the course of an episode and seeing the deck strategies be played can be really fulfilling to watch, especially if the fight is well thought out. One anime that came out last season that I was especially into was Card Fight Vanguard Wilderness, which is the third season of Vanguard Wilderness. This season is your run-of-the-mill battle tournament arc, where contestants are pitted against each other in a series of matches to determine who is the best. And there are clear stakes that are shown in every match, as every character has a reason not to lose in the season. Wilderness has a clear and defined format, which is choreographed into the matches which are cast in the season. For example, in this season, Koshiba Raika has to do whatever it takes to win, and the deck he plays is a clear representation of his character, only dead set on winning. And the protagonist of the show, Yu, changes his deck mid-season after losing to Raika, only for him to learn by the end of the season to accept his past self and move forward. For me, the defining moment for the season was when Yu brought out Virina Arcs, which was an old card that didn't have a lot of synergy with its current deck, and I was smiling because of how good that play was. To make one thing clear, the reason why I like card game anime so much is because of the excitement I get when watching them. From things like in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, where Yusei has to do a 1v3 in a high stakes battle, to Future Card Buddy Fight Ace, when Ranma brings out Lost World for the first time. Each situation and development in these animes feel like a thrilling adventure, and seeing the clever methods used to overcome them is why I like card game anime in the first place. And being able to replicate these combos in a trading card game makes me feel like I'm actually embracing what it means to be playing a character's deck. What these anime come down to is essentially an advertisement for a product. For me, watching these anime is like a thrilling reward, even if the anime itself is a train wreck. Just you wait, Shadowverse, one of these days, I'm coming for you. Anyways, now you know the reason why I'm so into anime related to card games, and it might sound like I'm selling out, but to be honest, I'm just biased when it comes to topics related to these. If there's one New Year's trend I like to start before closing off this video, I like to actually dedicate myself to being more consistent with videos and finishing every card game anime left out there, as there are still a lot of shows that I still have to watch. And with that, have a great New Year everyone, and I'll see you in my next video.